Yeah, no, it does, man. I think you bring up an interesting point. Life sometimes puts you in a space where you almost have to war against yourself. I mean, you being a person who obviously abundance is all over you. I say in your presence and outside of your presence that you're the future, right? Yeah. And just kind of naturally being a giver, I believe if you had $10 million, the most challenging thing that you would maybe run into is doing something for Kwasi because you are just a natural giver. Right. And so I absolutely understand where you are. Let me ask you this, man, because with I've noticed that you have a very exacting understanding of who you are in this space while still trying to figure out more. And that confidence kind of plays itself out. I remember there was one time you and I were on a Zoom call and we were surrounded by, congressmen and senators and all of this stuff. And we were both invited in that room.
Neither one of us was supposed to be.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But you made a response to a statement concerning voting. And this is one of the one-liners I hold on to you. There was a young lady who was saying, y'all need to get out there and vote. And from the place where you're so confident, you said to her, well, you got to convince me before I use my influence to convince my friends. Right. And that only comes from a place of being very secure and aware of who you are, because I know that there would have been some people in that same situation in question that would have bowed and buckled. So how do you affirm who you are and walk with the confidence that you walk with? Like, what do you do to build yourself up and constantly remind Kwasi of who Kwasi is?
Honestly, bro, I've been like, before this YurpTV stuff, all this stuff I did, I was Dolo. You heard me when I rap Dolo in a polo?
Right.
I was by myself for about 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had my shorty, my kids, but I wasn't around guys. I wasn't hanging, I wasn't chilling, none of that. I was working, trapping, doing whatever it took to make money. You see what I'm saying? But by myself, though. And when you're by yourself, you learn a lot more about yourself than you do when you're with people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're with a lot of people, but you're like, I'm attaching my energy to this guy. I'm attaching my energy to this person. And you're not learning more about yourself. When you're by yourself, you learn the things you can go through. You learn what you can and can't attest to. You learn your enemies. You learn how to move in this world. And I built that confidence just like, look, I done faced a whole lot by myself, bro. Homelessness, you know what I'm saying? Drug cases, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've faced my own problems by myself and no one had my back. And that right there built me up like, okay, if I could do this by myself, imagine what I could do with people.
Sure.
I could, man, you don't even know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of deal. So as I was, like I said, I was coming up, I realized like everyone really knows who they are. They just don't have a lot of time to think about who they are because they're around a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You got too much energies around. You don't really know who you are because you've never been by yourself. You ever get by yourself and just think and then constantly just think like okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. Once you get in those zones, you're gonna realize, okay, I can conquer that right there. Like I always tell people, I was scared of snakes until I seen one in my grandma's crib, and I had no choice but to either kill it or call somebody. I chose to kill it. I'm no longer afraid of snakes. You understand? Snakes don't. I'm not scared of snakes no more. You see what I'm saying? So you conquer fears alone.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what got me. I mean, people say I'm confident. I still got insecurities and stuff. Everybody do.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I can work with those though.
No. Yeah, I saw a post you put up. You was like, my mama said I'm handsome, so everybody else lying.
That's right.
Nah.
Yeah,
So listen,
my mama said, man, it is what it is.
Nah, that's law. If mama feel it, that's all that matters.
That's right.
So look, I want to mix it up, man, and I want to throw a couple of either ors at you.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give you two either's, and you pick which one. All right. Okay, so black or white?
What are you talking about, people?
Black or white?
Black, bro, for sure. To the top.
Right. Jordan or LeBron?
You know what? It's not just black and white with that one. Because I I've been in arguments with people for years over that, man. And you got people that say LeBron is the best. You got people that say Jordan is the best. And I see both sides now. Sure. Because Jordan is a legend. Like, the only way if Jordan was to die today, you cannot say LeBron's name in the same sentence with him. It's just impossible, and they're not going to let you. But if LeBron was to die today, Jordan would be under LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron has done, you know what I'm saying, a lot of great things. The only thing he hasn't got was 6 rings. But I'm going to go with Jordan, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because he got shoes and everything. You know what I'm saying? He has a brand. He's just the guy.
Nah, I got you. Charleston White or Uzi Vert and Gilly?
What? Charleston White and who?
Uzi Vert and Gilly. I saw that you.
Uzi Vert.
Yeah. No. So there was a great deal of controversy a few months ago regarding Uzi and Gilly rejecting the young man who made the song Corvette.
Facts, he was snitch.
Uzi jumped right. Yeah. And so which side of the argument do you fall on? Charleston White's side or Uzi and Gilly's?
Honestly, bro, I don't really consider myself a street nigga. I've done business in the streets, a lot of business in the streets, and I deal with street guys every day. But I don't consider myself a street nigga. I don't want the title. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Sure.
Too much stigma comes with it.
Right.
Too much bad energy.
Right.
So I don't consider myself into that. However, I would never fold on my partners. You know what I'm saying? In any situation. Everyone knows that I've been in a situation. But that snitch stuff, man, I mean, let's keep it real, bro. With snitching, it's just to help criminals keep being criminals. Like that's it. Like, let's keep it real. It's just to help. The reason why I say no snitching is so criminals can keep doing criminal activity. You know what I'm saying? So this guy's 13, 14, how old he is, I don't know the story. I wasn't around. But at 13, 14, Charleston White, bro. Charleston White, because this guy, man, he's going to give it to you the rawest form, sure. And he's going to give you the side that the industry doesn't want you to know about.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're 13, 14 years old. What do you know about snitching?
Right.
Come on, brother. You just witnessed a murder. Your mom tells you to do anything at 13 years old, you're going to tell.
Sure.
Straight up. You know
I agree.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree with Charleston.
Word.
I agree with Charleston.
So
I mean,
check them out?
Yeah.
That interview him.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that.
Word, yeah.
You don't really have that code in you. And then two, I mean, snitching, in my opinion, there is a difference in the conversations that you have with law enforcement, depending on what you did before that conversation.
But you know, snitching used to be, you know what I'm saying, we get into something together and you fold on the whole team, kind of like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Right.
That's definitely
that's snitching.
That's definitely snitching,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're telling on what we all did as a whole unit.
Right.
Now, if you witness something,
right.
Don't get me wrong, because the grandma, they consider snitchings too, but if you're a civilian,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not that's not, you get what I'm saying?
You taxpaying.
Civilian,
yeah,
that street rules don't apply to civilians. You understand?
I agree, 100%.
If you're not in the streets, why are you talking about somebody's snitch? Yeah, we're going to tell because we're civilians. We're against this stuff you're doing in our community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
No, I'm with that. Next one, Mook or Briz?
I'm Briz all the way.
Okay.
I don't know though, man. My boy, he hurt me with that.
Yeah.
He hurt me with that, man. But I mean, everybody takes L's, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always say, like, everybody has a bitch ass moment, bro. Everybody has. It ain't, you can't tell me it's every person in the world that's just been solid their whole life and nothing has happened to them. Come on, brother. Everybody has had. It's just off camera. His is on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get a lot of flack. But Briz, for sure, as far as Briz is Briz.
Facts.
Yeah.
Father or dad?
What's
Father or dad?
The definition of it? I never really...
Do you see a difference in between the two?
I never really... I mean, they both was the same to me. You know what I mean? I don't really understand. What's your definition between the two?
I think that...
you're a full-time dad.
I am.
I'm not a full-time dad.
I got you. For me, a father is what happens biologically. Dad is what happens by choice. And this is why you can have men who didn't biologically father children that can still be a dad. And if I had to pick biologically, I think you can have one without the other. like you can be a father without being a dad, but you can't be a dad without being a father. Okay. And you know, investing in your children.
In that aspect, yeah, dad for sure.
Yeah, I can dig it. Sure. I can dig it. 10 pennies or 1 dime.
You get these from, man.
Come on, man. Look, baby, look, you put pressure on me. I'm putting the pressure back.
I don't really. I mean, they both work the same.
Okay,
I'll take either way.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I'll take either way.
10 side chicks or 1 wife.
I grew up with pimp culture, bro. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Yeah, nah, but I understand the importance of a man. Yeah. You're a Christian, right?
I am.
Jesus never had a wife.
Right.
Why is that?
That wasn't his role. So, and actually that is incorrect because the bride of Christ is the church.
Nah, I'm talking about a physical woman.
So physically, you're right.
He never had a physical woman by his side.
You're 100% right.
Like the rest of the world.
You're 100% correct.
Why is that?
Because that wasn't his role. And to that point...
Or did he feel like a woman wasn't as important?
Well, so there are other apostles who went the road of not being married, and then some of them that did.
Word.
My personal philosophy with marriage is I think that Hollywood over accentuates the road to marriage being one of romance or love feelings. And I think that that's important. But I think that a lot of marriages fall apart because that's all they consider. The emotional side of things, instead of considering what the total look is. Like, this is a business transaction, right? So I need to like you. I need to love you. But we also need to have some similitude as far as vision is concerned. We got to be on the same page as far as these kids, as far as these bills, as far as this money. How are we going to do that? And so I think that sometimes the vision dictates the necessity for marriage. And in the Christian culture, sometimes I think the jokers just get married because, you know, they ain't trying to be out there, quote unquote, slapping cheeks illegally, right? And I never thought that sex was enough reason to get married. But, you know, so that to answer your question, I think that Jesus and Paul and different ones who decided not to get married was more specific to what they sensed their vision and purpose was, and marriage wasn't along those lines physically. So it's got to make sense.
A lot of problems with men happen with women. I'm just, you know.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, people die behind women all the time and children. You know what I'm saying? But I've always understood the sense of having a strong woman next to you. But, you know, just having a strong team around you, period, is, you know what I'm saying? It depends on how you measure success, too. So, you know, I was married before. Yeah, I got married in 2016.
Gotcha.
2015.